A thick, ethereal mist clings to a secluded mountainside, cloaking ancient, craggy peaks in mystery. The very air hums with an unseen energy, hinting at wonders beyond human comprehension. Slowly, the fog parts, revealing glimpses of vibrant, untouched flora, a hidden world unfolding. Each leaf and bloom glows with an otherworldly luminescence, a secret garden within the mists. Deep within the mountains, a kingdom exists. A voice whispers, as the hidden valley beckons. The ethereal mist parts, unveiling a realm of unimaginable beauty. Luminescent fairy castles, forged from crystal and living foliage, glow softly in the profound silence. These architectural wonders are seamlessly woven into the natural world, pulsating with an inner, vibrant light. A voice whispers, a kingdom unseen by human eyes. As the magical landscape unfolds, every detail of the fairy kingdom, from glowing foliage to crystal spires, shimmers with an otherworldly grace. Ethan, a young hiker, pushes aside a curtain of dense vines, his eyes wide with disbelief as he steps through a shimmering veil. He finds himself in a clearing unlike any he has ever seen, bathed in an ethereal glow. Sunlight filters through a canopy of impossibly tall, luminous trees, their light painting the forest floor. The air hums with an unspoken magic, as if the world itself is holding its breath. Hidden within a luminous forest, tiny, iridescent fairies observe Ethan, their expressions a mix of fear and fascination. Their delicate wings flutter almost imperceptibly, a silent symphony of apprehension. Barely visible against the glowing flora, their forms are like living jewels in the twilight. They confer silently, their tiny faces etched with a profound wariness. Each fairy watches Ethan, their collective gaze a fragile web of intense scrutiny. They feared what he might do, a voice whispers, echoing their unspoken anxieties. In the heart of the fairy kingdom, Ethan's eyes widen with pure wonder, drawn to a shimmering bloom as its petals unfurl. He slowly extends a hesitant hand, completely unaware of the unseen eyes watching him from the verdant shadows. The air crackles with unspoken tension, as unseen fairies hold their breath, frozen in anticipation amidst the foliage. A voice echoes the silent question. Would he protect their secret or destroy it? The fairy council chamber pulses with an ethereal glow, illuminating ancient, wise faces. Elder fairies, their faces etched with centuries of wisdom, gather around the luminous orb. Ilara, radiant with gentle authority, commands the attention of the hushed assembly. The orb shimmers, projecting vivid images of Ethan's every move. A silent accusation. Ilara's voice cuts through the tension. His presence grows bolder. We must address this. Sunlight dapples through the lush canopy, painting the vibrant fairy glade in a riot of colors. Wildflowers bloom in a breathtaking display, their petals shimmering with an ethereal glow. Ethan moves cautiously through the undergrowth, his eyes scanning for something amidst the magical flora. His gaze fixes on Lyra, a tiny, iridescent fairy, her delicate wings ensnared in a thorny bush. Lyra struggles frantically, her tiny, almost inaudible cries lost within the gentle hum of the glade. In the heart of the fairy glade, Ethan's hands move with tender care, untangling Lyra from the thorny embrace. His gaze is a beacon of unwavering focus, solely on her well-being. Lyra, finally freed, lifts her eyes to him, a flicker of surprise blooming into dawning trust. Her fear, a cold grip moments ago, slowly recedes, replaced by a fragile sense of safety. Ethan's gentle voice reassures her. It's all right. You're safe now. Sunlight streams through ancient trees, dappling the forest floor of the fairy kingdom in a magical glow. The air hums with the soft rustle of leaves and the distant, enchanting murmur of tiny, unseen wings. Ethan walks through a sun-drenched clearing, a gentle, serene smile gracing his face. From behind dewy, oversized leaves, young fairies with iridescent wings peek out, their initial fear melting away. Their tiny faces are lit with wide-eyed wonder and curiosity, captivated by Ethan's presence. Under the cool, starlit night of the fairy kingdom, Ethan kneels, meticulously building a small campfire. Flames dance to life, casting flickering shadows that play across his thoughtful face as he gazes upward. From a delicate flower petal, Lyra, now fully recovered, watches him with an ethereal glow. A faint, otherworldly light emanates from Lyra, a silent testament to her renewed strength. She feels an unspoken connection, a profound sense of safety and protection radiating from Ethan's presence. His quiet devotion and the warmth of the fire create a haven in the mystical night. In the dimly lit fairy council chamber, Elara stands before the elders, a shimmering scroll unfurled in her hands. The elders' faces, etched with centuries of wisdom, watch Elara intently, their expressions a mix of concern and ancient patience. Elara gestures to the scroll, its glowing symbols illuminating the ancient chamber as she presents evidence of Ethan's deeds. A murmur ripples through the council, a soft wave of disbelief and curiosity. Some elders exchange skeptical glances, their faces advocating for caution, their eyes narrowed in doubt. Other elders lean forward, their eyes reflecting a nascent curiosity, considering the possibility of Ethan's trustworthiness. Sunlight filters through the ancient trees, dappling the ground of the ethereal fairy kingdom. Ethan, his face a complex tapestry of awe and regret, stands amidst the magical glow. A shimmering path materializes before him, a clear route back to the human world. He hesitates, his gaze drawn back to the mystical kingdom, a profound internal struggle visible in his eyes. The path beckons, but the enchantment of the fairy kingdom holds him captive, torn between two worlds. Lyra, her apprehension now a distant memory, flutters with ethereal grace, her tiny wings catching the soft light. She descends, a feather-like touch, landing gently on Ethan's shoulder, a silent plea in her delicate form. A symphony of soft, chiming sounds emanates from Lyra, a melody of communication beyond words. Her tiny, intricate gestures, a silent dance, communicate the inherent fragility of her hidden kingdom. Lyra's movements are a wordless entreaty, begging Ethan to understand the delicate balance of her world. Ethan stands at the crossroads of the fairy kingdom, the path to the human world faintly beckoning in the distance. He takes a deep, fortifying breath, his shoulders squaring with a newfound resolve. A resolute expression settles upon his face, a silent vow etched into his features. He slowly turns his back on the familiar, fleeting allure of the human world. The weight of his new responsibility visibly settles upon him, a mantle of destiny. Ethan embraces his fate, stepping forward into the unknown depths of his fairy destiny. Ethan approaches the shimmering veil, the entrance to the fairy kingdom. Lyra perched on his shoulder, a silent guardian. The air around the veil crackles with unseen magic, a delicate barrier between worlds. With a deliberate touch, Ethan reinforces the magical barrier, a silent incantation strengthening its hold. His fingers brush the shimmering surface, a ripple of energy confirming his intent. Lyra watches intently, her tiny form a testament to the secrets they share. The veil holds, its secrecy preserved, the gateway to the fairy kingdom now truly hidden from mortal eyes. Thick, swirling mist once again blankets the valley below, concealing the fairy kingdom from mortal eyes. Ethan stands at the precipice of the human world, a silent sentinel of a magical secret. A faint, knowing smile plays on his lips, a testament to the hidden wonders he guards. Lyra, a mystical presence, offers a final, grateful chime that echoes softly. Her ethereal sound drifts through the air, a fleeting melody of thanks. With a final, gentle chime, Lyra vanishes into the swirling, mystical fog.